nowadays.
This is a memorial to Flight Lieutenant John Sanders. It's looking up to the skies. And this is one of the only remaining prototypes of the Barnes-Wallis famous bouncing bomb,
which helped destroy the dams, the dam buster raid.
Archie's in his usual spot, aren't you, Archie? Looking forward to his travelling and visit to Woodall Spa. So we'll come back to you when we're nearly at Woodall Spa. Well, we've just arrived at Woodall Spa, so I'll just film the journey to the campsite. Campsite, what's that said? Booking. You go here behind him. Well everyone, we've arrived and we've set up camp. We're on a fully serviced pitch. I'll show you from this angle. There's our pitch. And we didn't bring the awning with us today because we're only coming for 2 days, weren't we? But we've put the canopy up, as you can see, and we've got this, it's like a netting, isn't it? It's plastic, but a netting, and it's called temproinc.com, and it fastens down with like these elasticated straps that you hammer in with rock pegs, and then we've got 2 straps on the awning itself, just for added security.
I think it'll be safe.
I think it'll be safe, yeah.
Yeah.
So we put the chairs up.
5, 6, 9 pegs holding it all
Yeah.
down.
So we've just had a sandwich and a cup of tea, haven't we?
Yeah.
Round here we've got the tap, drain pipe for the waste. Oh, oh God, I tripped up on the wire. And that's where we plug in the electric. I think, you know, when we showed you, I bet Tony's locked it, yes he has. When we showed you the review of the van, we forgot to say, when that cupboard is open, it's got the battery in there, but it's also got a plug socket. So that is where we plug our electric in, and we can shut the door and lock it up. So that's that. We didn't bother bringing the bike this time. Tony says I don't think there's much point, because it's more or less like you're walking into a village stroke town, aren't you? To say I haven't been to Woodall Spa for a number of years. It must be about 20 years, something like that. But it's a really nice little place. I say we're on
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes, so we're going to do that in a minute. This is the fully serviced pitch. That's a car park over there, and that's a swimming bath over there. So I mean, if you come and you've got children and you like swimming,
yeah,
that's ideal. Tony said, "Oh, I might go swimming."
I forgot my trunks.
But he's forgot his trunks. I'm sure you could go and buy some if you wanted some to go. Anyway, so Archie is sitting in there waiting, aren't you, Archie? He knows something's happening, he's not sure what. And he's panting, but it's not that hot, is it?
17 degrees.
It's 17 degrees and there is all quite a breeze.
He needs to come out here, it's cool.
I know. Come on, let's have you out. Come on, Arch. He's a lazy bones, he really is. Oh, he's going for a drink now.
Be a bit sociable.
Yeah.
Come and join us.
You're funny, aren't you? And it's all pebbly here to put your awning on, or your tent or gazebo. And then I suppose that would be for our car there, wouldn't it? If we'd got a car. So yeah, they're nice sized pictures, aren't they? So we'll come back to you when we're in the town. We'll go and have a look round. So see you shortly. This is the Petwood Hotel in Woodall Spa. It's absolutely beautiful. Now here somewhere there is a museum, isn't there, Tony?
I believe so. We're at the grounds of Petwood Hotel. Now, impressive building, isn't it? And it's a posh hotel come restaurant nowadays.
This is a memorial to Flight Lieutenant John Sanders. It's looking up to the skies. And this is one of the only remaining prototypes of the Barnes-Wallis famous bouncing bomb,
which helped destroy the dams, the dam buster raid.
It's very rusty now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what they were used.
With lots of flowers. They've let it go like a wild flower garden, which is quite pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful poppies.
So shall we venture into the
Yes,
house?
let's venture into the house now.
The officers of 617 Squadron made Petwood their home, composed of Canadian, New Zealand, Australian, as well as British Royal Air Force personnel. 617 Squadron were a top-secret squadron entrusted with the specific task of crippling 3 key German dams, and they were led by Wing Commander Guy Gibson. Today, the squadron bar hosts a range of memorabilia and tributes to Wing Commander Guy Gibson, VC, Group Captain Leonard Cheshire, VC, and their officers. The Petwood was a scene of some jubilant celebrations with the breakthroughs made by 617 Squadron, as well as soul-searching after tragic losses. We can only imagine the sheer bravery of the squadron and the huge risks they took in enemy territory, facing death time and again. Guy Gibson alone, the squadron's heroic young wing commander, carried out over 170 raids by the age of 24. Just 2 years later, he was killed in action.
Yes, we thought there was a separate museum, but apparently this room is actually inside the hotel, and they've kindly let us come in just to have a quick look round. It's absolutely amazing. Now look at all the woodwork, Tony. So all the officers used to come in here
For a drink.
For a drink. Look at that bar. Very shiny, isn't it? Newspaper cutting.
Okay, that's done. Right, slip that on the hook. Right,
So it's a nice tribute, isn't it, to the old officers.
Yeah, a nice tribute to the officers.
Wow, that was a very moving experience, and we'd just like to thank the hotel staff for letting us view the officers' mess. It was fascinating. It's a beautiful hotel.
We're back from a nice walk round Woodall Spa, aren't we, Tony?
We certainly have, yeah.
Yeah, it's been really nice, and it's nice and sunny. I'm just making a cup of tea. We have actually just been for a drink. I've had a hot chocolate. Tony had an ice cream. Just actually been to a lovely little cafe, which is not actually on the campsite, but on Jubilee Park, because there's tennis courts, there's a swimming pool, there's bowling green. Yeah, it's really, really nice. Some lovely gardens and that. So yeah, we sat at this little cafe and we had a drink, and then we've just had a little walk back and we've sat down. We found the hotel where the RAF mess what used to be, and had a little look in there, which we'll show you in the video. But we also met this gentleman as we were walking down the high street in Woodall Spa, and he got a Morgan car, and I'll put the photos on as I'm talking now. He lives Coningsby, yeah, Coningsby, and he has got a Morgan car that he has renovated. It's really lovely, and his name is Andrew Moore. So we said, you know, look out for us on YouTube, because we'll put your photos on. So that's what I'm going to do here. So wasn't that Morgan nice, Tony?
Superb, yeah.
Yeah, and he'd got 2 or 3, hadn't he?
He, yeah, a friend of his died, didn't he? And
Yeah.
he gave them to him. I think a couple were in a bit of a mess, so is that to do with them all?
Yeah, he's renovated them, hasn't he?
But this 3-wheeler Morgan was
Yeah,
was
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting us do that, Andrew.
Yes.
And it'd be lovely to bump into you again. Nice talking to you.
Yeah. Bit of a character, weren't he?
Yeah, he was. It was funny, wasn't he? It was lovely. Archie's ready for his dinner, aren't you, Archie? You want your dinner? Do you? Do you want your dinner? You do, don't you? We've just had a packet of crisps and sat there eating those, and he was round us. I think he's ready for his dinner, aren't you? Yes, he's a good boy, aren't you? Had a nice walk, haven't you? Hey, nice walk. He's a good boy. So I'm going to get Archie fed now. So I think this little field here, it's not fully serviced, they're sort of standard pictures. So it's like 3 big fields, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 sections.
Yeah, and there's another section there, look, behind that one.
And the other side of these.
Yeah. It's very windy today, it really, really is. Isn't it? There's still that nip in the air. What I was hoping it was going to be warmer today, but there's still that nip. It's supposed to be hotter tomorrow though, isn't it?
Yeah, so they say.
And we need to get rid of this wind. Yes, over there, look, if you can just see in the background, there's a children's playground. But there's bins all over the place, and there's Elson points, bottle banks. Yeah, it's very well set out, isn't there? There's, over there, look, you've got bins as well. Only 5 minutes walk, isn't it, to Woodall Spa. We're We're going to go down to Woodall Spa again tomorrow, and I'll do some filming. We just took a few photos today. And this is where you check in to the campsite. Although they come out to you, don't they?
Yeah.
I got out the motorhome, but they came out to us. And then as you go a bit further down to my left there's the entrance to the swimming pool.
It's an outdoor swimming.
Yes, and it's outdoor. I did take a photo of it through the railings. I mean, Tony says, oh, I think I might go swimming. There's our van there.
Which would be very welcome in a heat wave, maybe.
Yeah. So the pool is only just there. Behind here is a car park, and it's an overflow car park, isn't it?
For the park?
Yes, because you're allowed one vehicle on your pitch, but if you come with any more, then you have to leave them in the car park. It's free, obviously. Look, we've got drinking water here, waste, and then you've got Elson Point there. As I say, I mean, there's nobody on here much, is there, at the minute, but
no.
Maybe tomorrow. It's Friday today, isn't it?
So everything is in hand.
Yeah, it's great.
Within spitting distance.
Yeah, not far to walk for anything. And we're back at the van. Didn't take 2 minutes, did it?